Trade. Trade. Private jet flights overseas. Damn piece.
Put down and they weren't being uplifted, and that only black women were being uplifted. And I want to say that, and that's because, you know, and this statistic has not been debunked with Kevin Kling. 72% of our children are being raised in a single parent home. That's well over the majority. And they're doing it by themselves. They have a heavy load on them they were never designed to carry. We were not designed to be head of household. We were never designed to, we were created to be helpers. We're just supposed to be helping. And for us to carry that load, it's too much for us. A lot of us have really lost our mind for us. And we have taken that aggressive stance.
They chose to carry that load. They got pregnant not knowing the type nigga they laid down with.
Exactly. And not only that, you guys depend on the government to raise these kids.
Let people finish. Write down what I'm saying, and then when I'm finished, you can answer. Because I'm gonna go not to. I'm gonna say and listen to what you say, but I'm gonna go.
You should be thirsty. You've been going like 7 straight minutes.
The women need that uplifting. Like you guys, you don't want Derek Jackson to talk, and all these guys who are uplifting and encouraging them. They need it. Because the men are not there in their lives to give it to them. And they're carrying a load they should not be carrying. And they have resentment.
They chose to carry that load. Besides, they are strong black women, right?
To them to hear that.
They are strong black women, right? They chose to carry the load alone.
So to me, that's the benefit of Derek Jackson, is because he is soothing them and he's helping uplift them when they already are under a huge weight.
That is toxic to me.
Derek Jackson is telling them bullshit.
We're carrying the black race right now. That's a fact. We're carrying the black
Derek Jackson is keeping those women single. He's keeping those women single.
Okay, wait. I have to say one thing on that though. So within my generation, I'm 25 years old. Okay, I don't have children of my own yet because I'm waiting for myself to be in the right position to have a child. But most women my age, and because I am black, and I've seen it for myself with my cousins having 7 different kids and shit like that.
Ooh, there you go.
Keep their kids with their grandparents or with other family members who are addicted to something to go live their best life. And those kids in our community are being neglected of the proper love, whether it's just the mom being in the relation in their lives or whether the father's involved too. It's on both sides of the party. It's on both sides. It's on both male and female.
Yeah, I never said that because by the same token, I also recognize that black men are an endangered species. They are hunted. They are preyed on. They are hunted by.
I am not hunted, ma'am.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to believe that either.
And I have 4 black kids, 3 sons and 1 girl, so we're not endangered species.
Do you see the incarceration rates? They are.
Ma'am, okay, we're not endangered species. Them niggas are committing crimes. I'm not in jail. You got 3 black men on this panel right now who are not in jail, and we're not endangered species. I don't need you. I don't need you spreading that narrative about me or other black men, ma'am. Ma'am, you're not a black man. You're not a black man, so you can't tell me I'm a fucking endangered species when I just told you I have 3 male sons and a female daughter.
That's you and your house.
It's 3 other black men on here. It's 3 other black men on here. This other black man said he's not an endangered species either, but you tend to say fuck what people say. You just gonna go with what you got.
Because the difference between me and you is that I have done the research.
Why are you talking about niggas in jail and we're free? What did them niggas in jail do to get in jail? What did them niggas in jail do to get in jail? A lot of them in there for child support, but you ain't gonna talk about that. That endangered species is in there because that woman is putting them in jail for child support, but you ain't gonna say that. Since you want to talk about the incarceration rate, since you want to talk about incarceration, talk about the men in jail for child support. I'm not in danger.
You're talking about something else completely.
I'm not in danger.
Availability of black men. They are a hunted species because
no, we're not. Ma'am, I'm a black man. No, I'm not. Your dad is black. Was your dad hunted? Was your dad hunted? Was your dad hunted? He's black. Was your granddad hunted? He's black.
For marriage in the black community. No, you don't. You don't. Because you
I am not hunted. You cannot say black men are hunted, ma'am. That is a false statement.
They are. They're arrested.
I'm black. How the fuck you gonna say we are and I'm black? I have all black male friends. None of us have ever been hunted.
Passionate Bliss, what do you mean by black men are hunted? By who? By who? White people?
Yes, by the police,
Police.
by the juvenile.
Now here's
the
the thing.
system, as well as the penal system. They are the ratio of black men in there to white or Hispanic is phenomenal, almost 3 to 4 times the rate. And also that the age group that it affects the age group that are available for marriage. The men aren't there for the black women to marry because they're in jail. And if you would actually do that research,
ma'am, you're so half of our black men are in jail. That's the dumb shit you saying. You said they're not available. You said they're not available. So why are you focusing on the minority that's in jail? Why are you focusing on the minority in jail and using them to represent the men that aren't available? This is what you're doing. You using the niggas in jail and saying that they're not available, but all the niggas that's outside of jail, what the fuck are we? Why are you even talking about the niggas in jail?
I didn't say that. You said that.
Yes, you did. That's what you're saying, ma'am. You gonna kick yourself in the ass when you hear this playback.
That's what you're
6 days ago, according to BOP statistics from inmate race, 87,193 white men are in prison and 58,332 black men are in prison.
But Amber, why is that though? Out of 13% of the whole black community, how come 82,000, whatever number you said,
okay, but
out of
you don't know,
whatever communities, how is that under the black community out of the whole?
Cause them niggas committing crimes.
Okay, let me speak here. I know.
Why? But why though?
I'm trying to answer.
You find something that is wrong with that?
Because they're being targeted.
Out of the black, the white, the Hispanic, the Latinos, all the other immigrants. How come it's only black people that constitutes the 99% of the whole prison community? You don't find something that's
actually not. You just read the numbers where like there's almost 60,000 more white people in jail.
Your question, and you're not giving me an opportunity to.
Because you keep
Because I keep what? I've said it multiple times.
No, answer the question, Amber. Answer the question.
Okay, so now we're not even thinking about all the charges as to why our black men are in there. As Trey said, there are men in there for fucking not paying child support. There's men in there for fucking walking
called non-violent crimes.
Reasons as to why people are in prison.
Why are non-violent crimes holds just as much merit to a murderer, a rapist, or whatever? That it's agenda.
In this world,
let me ask y'all a question though.
There are big picture thinkers and there are small picture thinkers. Kevin attracts the small picture thinkers. There are people who can see the big picture and some people who cannot. Because if you can honestly say that 85,000 versus 55,000, when that 55,000 comes from only 14% of the population, you can't see the huge disparity between those two. Then that because you have
and
I wasn't even done comprehending. When I
let me ask y'all a question though.
Statistics.
Let me ask y'all a question though.
Okay. Should be almost equal to the rest of the population. There's no way it should be that unless there's a systematic, organized method of deliberately.
Them niggas are committing crimes and they ain't paying child support, and these black women saying, "Lock them up, judge."
Let me ask y'all a question though. Do y'all know about how
whoever said that is not true. The government has taken position that if you don't want to, the government can uphold the woman's charge and prosecute anyway. So that is not true. That is not true.
Let me ask y'all a question though. You know, in Finland, they treat their murderers totally different.
This is Finland. This is USA. It's not Finland. It's not no other country.
You said it's not true because the woman can go to jail, so that means the woman is saying lock the nigga up, so I won't go. It is fucking true. Just because you gave an excuse for why the nigga getting locked up.
I did not say that. I said the government can overpower what the woman say. If the woman say, okay, we settled it, I don't want him to go to jail for child support. How did the state get involved in the first place, ma'am?
It's another percentage. Y'all gave the system his name, ma'am. I have 4 children by 4 women, ma'am. I'm not on child support, so these women have to give the state their name. None of my baby mamas are on welfare, so the state don't need my fucking name.
That's your personal experience.
That's how it works. The state does not know that. How does the state get the kid's name unless you provide it?
True.
They don't.
Y'all like I hate talking to women because simple shit just goes over y'all head.
Because you have to, if the woman wants EBT, you have to put the husband's name in, the baby daddy name in.
So you repeated what I just. So I was right. Y'all put the nigga name in the system.
Let me ask y'all a question though.
No, your name on the birth certificate,
which you provide to the state.
You have to go to the court to
the
file
name on the child's birth certificate,
which you provide when you fill out EBT. You have to show them a copy of the birth certificate. You have to write the dad's name down, man. When you fill out the application, it tells you to list the name, and then they ask for your documents. Stop playing dumb.
Exactly, it's just another agenda.
So you put his name down before they ever asked to see the birth certificate.
Another agenda to keep the black man down, and I'm flabbergasted because I don't understand how can you not see it's just another agenda to keep the black man down.
I just want to say this to Passionate Bliss for holding her own, because for her being the opposite side, I just want to say thank you, because this was really informative on her part. Yeah, I'm doing my research more, but I really believe that black men are at a disadvantage more than black women. You know, society praise black women more than black men. You can see it on the news. You can see it on the media. They're uplifting them. So it's just interesting to me.
I know from experience that in order to put somebody on legal child support,
Amber, stop.
Don't tell me to stop
talking about personal experience. But then you want to talk facts
and let me speak.
If you want to talk facts or talk,
I'm talking
personal experience.
If you would stop and let me
Let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask y'all a question now.
But I married a man who has
black women are not keeping black men down. Black women are not keeping black men down. Black women are not keeping black men down. It is the system and it's the government that is keeping black men down. And black women are holding their position and holding it up. So stop.
Let me talk for a minute now. Y'all gotta like have a good conversation. Now, I can't hear what y'all was saying because y'all arguing. Because y'all coming with good points, but y'all gonna have to let one talk at a time.
Like, I'm not even being able to get the whole point across besides the point of them having to go to the court and put them on that docket. And I know that for a fact because I was with my husband when he was going through that. Because his ex-wife had to put him on the docket. Yes, the man's name is on the birth certificate, but they don't have to legally put them on a docket to legally have them pay child support. That is a proven fact. Now further to say, I do agree with you that it is another system to hold the black community and put them in a more vulnerable position. But if you would have let me finish with the facts, you would have heard my whole opinion and thought on the aspect.
But it is not the black woman's fault.
I'm trying to tell you that to legally be put on child support, where it is monitored through the government and the court system that causes you to get locked up, the woman has to go to court, or even the man, whoever has primary custody of said child. You have to go to the court and file a petition with the court in order to put said person who does not have custody of that child, because your name is on that birth certificate, to pay child support. And then they take it out of your paycheck. And I know that for a fact because that is personal experience. Now,
and there's black women that have taken their
and you go to prison or jail or whatever,
child support, and the court has upheld
community.
I'm
not disagreeing with you that it's not a hindrance on the black community. What I'm saying is there is a process that causes it to happen, and once it is put in the system with the courts and everything for you to have to pay child support, and they don't see you paying child support, then you can get locked up for it. And that is definitely a hindrance on the black community. But then again, as black women and black men, we don't even know how to fucking communicate with each other. So we rely on the courts because we're not willing to come together and co-parent like fucking civilized people. So yes, the government created this because they're preying on our weakness. So instead of us coming together and being able to communicate with each other and co-parent
Okay,
without
Amber, but that's
drama.
on both. That's on both parents' fault. That's on both sides' fault. That's on
The
both
man
sides.
does not go put
don't know
himself
about
on
that.
That's
child
on both
support,
sides.
man.
I
The
don't
If
man
he
agree.
can't
does
come
not
together,
go
she
put
can't come
himself
together.
on
That's on
child
both
support.
No.
sides. That's on
There's
both sides.
That's not true,
don't want to
ma'am.
come together. There's plenty of better
We're
women
not
out
gonna
there
sit here and
who don't
act
want to
like
come
there aren't
together with the
women.
man either.
We're
Some
not gonna
people
sit
ain't
here and
putting
act
their
like there
child
aren't women
before
who
they're
don't
putting
just.
the animosity they have between the relationships, and that's just facts.
Okay, I mean, I agree with y'all point. Y'all making some good points. Y'all just gonna have to let one person talk at a time because, like, we can't. It's hard to hear over everybody. But I agree. I mean, like, the system is set up to hurt the black man, but at the same time, the woman has to put the information out there to get that person locked up. I mean, it ain't just happening.
But
Somebody's
isn't
putting that
that
information out
not
there.
all? Not all. I'm saying that's not all. That's not all. Her situation is probably different. But you
So you
cannot
saying?
say that black women are the cause, or because black women does this, because black women hurt, because black women have this or whatever
I didn't
is the
say that.
cause
I
of a
also
black
said that
man's
there's
Hold
fall.
on,
there's
hold on.
And
women who
Let
are
her
when
finish. Let her
black
called
finish.
to
Let her
women,
support
finish.
you.
when black women hold holds black man down the most.
I mean, I'm gonna put it like this though. Anytime a black man gets
I
put in
gotta go,
jail
y'all.
for
I'm
doing
gonna go
something to a
cook
black
dinner.
woman, somebody has to, like, the woman has to, like, go in and put some up for that. I mean, they ain't just coming by locking up the black man because the black woman had to take a charge out on him if he did something.
And
So
that is true. And that is true. That is absolutely true. But
Heck, to
if the
even
black
get.
woman wants to come and say, okay, it's done. I don't want to put him on child support no more. We have talked about it. The courts, the systematic
Why are you talking
racism
about
of
the
the
few
government
cases
can
that do that?
uphold her
Why are you
and say
talking about the
no.
few cases that do that?
so you saying the
Out of
court?
Money Boy Trade, out of 13%, out of
You're talking about
13% black community, and we talking about fucking child
you. Do
support?
you know how many? Do you know how
Really?
many people
How
that
many men are
13%
in jail for
represent?
child support
Do you know how many people
rather
that
than how many men
13%
are in jail
represents?
for non-violent crimes?
Child support is nonviolent.
And there's more men in jail for non-violent crimes because not because of the black woman. It was because of the system made a
Well, it's
law
because they did
against
something.
it.
It's because they did something to get in the system. I've never been to jail because I wasn't doing shit. Every time I've been locked up and put in handcuffs, you best believe I did something. It wasn't
But
because
you
I was
stayed
just
in
minding my
jail
business.
longer because of the system. Just
How do you stay
because
in
of your
jail
sin,
longer?
you stayed in the jail longer. I put
How
that
do
on
you
everything.
Ma'am, no, I did not. You just assumed that without even asking me how long I stayed in jail. That's bullshit.
Let me ask you a question though. Like, how does the system make it more? I mean, I understand it is a racist thing going on, but the man has to do something wrong. They're not just gonna give him extra time for nothing.
And it also depends on the type of money you have to represent yourself.
That is true. That is true. If you broke, you probably in the worst of position.
And that's why I didn't get along. That's why I didn't get longer time than niggas in jail who couldn't make bond. Because some niggas just can't make bond and they're stuck in jail.
Yeah, that's true too. And then if you get a court-appointed lawyer, that ain't good either. If you can't get your own lawyer, that's gonna hurt you.
Yep, because the court-appointed lawyer works for the state. The very same
Exactly.
people that are charging you.
But I mean, I get what she's trying to come from. I get what you're trying to come from. The almost like I mean, the system is set up to hurt the black man, but at the same time, the black man got to be doing something wrong, and the woman got to be putting his name on that thing and having him up.
I got a question.
Yeah, what you
What
got?
about these children out of wedlock? You know, because that seems to be a problem too. We have a whole bunch of children by different different mothers and fathers, and that seems to be one of the downfalls of the black community.
That is
And
true.
I contributed to that, and I tell my sons all the time that is one of the worst mistakes that I've done in my life, and I regret it, and I preach to them not to repeat it.
Yeah, I mean, and then people like get offended. Like mostly women get offended by that. Like you see women with 4 baby mamas. Like you admitted you made a mistake, but you got women out here with 4 baby daddies. If you call them out on that, they will get offended, very offended.
It really, and that's a disservice. Tell you
Man,
the truth.
it's tit for tat. It's so, but it's still a non-violent crime. A black man should not be in jail as long as a murderer, a rapist, or something. It black women are not y'all enemies. And what y'all trying to say is black women, because they did this or did that or did whatever it is, black women are y'all enemies. And believe it or not, we are not.
Yeah, I don't think black
Just
women
like
are.
how a black man should have a second chance, sometimes black women should have a second chance too.
And they
Sometimes black
should.
women, and I know personally, have said like, "Damn, I fucked up. I fucked up," and went to the court and tried to help her baby daddy get out that situation.
But let me ask you
So
a question though.
don't do that. Don't do that.
Let me ask you a question. When they go and try to help them get out after they put them in, that's called some of the stuff they into. Just like if
Hmm.
the man beat the woman and then she go back to him, she like getting her ass whooped. Just like when she got
Exactly.
him locked up, she like that type of shit. That's the type of shit they into. But why you gonna get somebody locked up then take them away? I mean, that's the type of shit you into.
That, that's how what's it called? Tommy Sotomayor created his career because that whole locked up shit with child support. So that's how Tommy Sotomayor was created.
And I'm not saying black women. I definitely don't think black women the enemy. But if you getting the man locked up, then you going back telling him to come in. It's like I know this dude who just got out of prison. He was with this woman. She cut him. I guess he was beating her ass. She cut him upside the head. This nigga went right back down there. He into that shit. He like that type of shit. If you like that type of shit, then that's the life y'all living. So if you get this dude locked up and then you try to go down there and get him out, that's crazy as hell. That's the type of shit y'all into. So if he locked up because of her and she want to get him out afterwards, he need to stay there. Cause end of the day, I'm not gonna go back to somebody who keeps getting me locked up, and that's the type of shit that's going on.
Yes, and that you would be dumb to keep going back to that person. Like, what the fuck? When are you gonna learn your lesson? Second chance, my
Exactly.
ass. I only got one chance at freedom. I'm not gonna let
Exactly.
nobody throw that away. Fuck no.
Exactly. Exactly. Because at the same time, just like me, I know women who getting their ass whooped by the man. And then I remember, like, I got a sister. Dude was beating her ass. My cousin go down there, beat his ass, and then she'll go back to him. They do the same thing. At the end of the day, I ain't gonna keep whooping this motherfucker ass because you want him to whoop your ass. So at the end of the day, if you like getting your ass whooped, you stay with that nigga. Just like if you keep being with a woman who's getting you locked up and put you in that predicament for the government to do you like that, it's a problem. So we gotta blame these people. Like, man, why are you damn dealing with this type of stuff?
It's funny how we hold each other
That
accountable.
goes back to being aware of your surroundings and who you choose to be with in these relationships.
No,
Exactly. I agree.
we hold each other
Hey, the armors, you sound very low. I can't hear you.
accountable. Can you hear me?
The armors, I can't hear you. You sound very low.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound very low. Very, very low. You got anything to say, Mr. Tough Love?
Man, I just walked back to the phone, bro.
Okay. But
Can
yeah, man,
y'all
I
hear
mean,
me
like,
now?
yeah, I can hear you now. What you got to say?
I said that's funny how, as a black community, we hold each other for a harsher punishment than our counterparts, our white counterparts, our immigrant, whoever. We hold each other for a harsher
What do you mean?
punishment or a judgment, better word, judgment. And we should not do that. We
What you
should
mean?
not.
Explain yourself. What you mean by we hold ourselves at a harsher punishment?
Example, Money Boy Trey said he has 4 baby mamas, and his 4 baby mamas never did what he saw whatever to do. And so explaining what he should have done or what he have done, he hold the people or the whoever for the for a harsher judgment than
Wait a
I'm
minute. I
kind of not.
said what?
Help his
Wait a minute. You
friends.
said
Help
what?
whoever he knows to
I'm
get out of a
confused.
situation.
I'm
I'm
lost.
confused. What you mean? What you
But
mean,
yet
money
he
boy?
still blames black women. Like black women have
What
nothing to
did
do with that.
what did you say?
It,
I said. Let me help you clarify. What did you say? I
'Cause I
said.
think last time I heard, he said that he's putting his kids on notice that he made a mistake having 4 different baby mamas. Now I'm kind of confused.
Yeah, I said. I
Well,
said I
I
regret it.
kind of cut out. I didn't hear all of that. I kind of cut out. But the
Yeah,
last
I
I
said I
heard is
regretted it. I
his
said I'm
mama
not on
doesn't. I
child
mean, his
support.
baby mamas. He has 4 baby mamas, and he doesn't have child support of any of them. So it's the black woman's fault because those black women need child support from their black man.
No, I'm not on
What?
child support, ma'am. I'm not on
What
child support.
are
That's
you
what I'm
talking
saying.
about?
I'm
So
saying,
if my
but
baby
you
mamas
blaming
aren't
the
on
black
child
woman because
support, I'm not
she
blaming
put
them for
men.
anything. I'm
No,
commending
you.
my baby mamas for not putting me on child support for
So you
working with me
can't
as a
blame
man.
those black women that did put their baby daddies on
Yes,
child
I
support.
can. Yes, I can because I've dealt with 4 different women who chose not to go that route. It means either I'm a good judge, I have a good judgment of the women I procreate with, or I'm a good dad. It's one of the two because I'm not on child support, and none of them ever decided to go
Okay,
down
so
there.
let's be clear.
None of
Let's
them
be
got, none
clear.
of them got
You're not a
state
good
assistance.
judgment of a woman. You're not a good judgment of a
How
woman because you
come I'm
would be
not on child
married.
support?
You would be married
Well,
I
I'm
don't
not
by
I
on
don't
now.
child
believe that. That's
support.
So
bullshit.
you're not a
That's
Whoa.
good
bullshit.
judgment of a
Are you
woman.
That's
married?
bullshit.
Are you
That's
Yes,
married?
bullshit.
yes,
Well,
happily married.
congratulations. Marriage ain't for everybody, darling. Thank you for
Exactly.
putting me in that box.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know
But
about
I
what
did
you
not
saying.
put that type of judgment on you. I did not put
You
that type
just
of
judged
judgment
me
on
and
you,
said
Trey
you
Boy.
just
Because
judged me
I
and
do know
said
men who
you
don't
just
want to take
judged
care of
me and
their
said if I
kids,
had a
who
good
pay
judge of
child
character,
support,
I would
but
be
don't want
married.
to be in
I
their
want to
kids' life because they don't want to pay child
I want to ask
support.
that question. I want to ask that question. Who you put the fault on? Do you put the fault on the man that don't want to what's it called, raise a kid, or you put it on the woman for having knowing that the man don't want to be with her?
Who you asking?
I put it on
I'm
both
asking.
because
I'm putting
I'm
on more.
unbiased. I'm unbiased, so I put it on both.
The woman is
I
the
put it
one
on
that
the
got to
both.
keep the kid. The woman, the one that's gonna have to get food stamps and all of
Exactly.
that assistance. And if you
Exactly.
be
That's I put
100,
it on the woman.
a lot of women would be homeless if they weren't, if they didn't have kids. If they didn't have kids, they wouldn't have that free house. They wouldn't have that free rent. They wouldn't have that food. So a lot of these bitches are just coming up off the system and trapping
And
niggas
Off the
getting
white
it's a
pregnant.
lot
government.
of
That
White
is
men.
true.
government
It's a
right
lot of
there.
men as well that have children that they don't take
Children.
care of, but living with that girl that has kids, that's on food stamps, that's on Section 8, and
Are
that
you
does
hearing
all
what
of
you
that
are you
stuff,
hearing
but they
what you
don't take
saying?
care of
So
their
this
kids,
woman,
but they'll
so
take care
this
of their
woman,
bitch kids. So don't do that.
are you
Don't do
listening
that.
what are
That's
you listening to what you
disrespectful.
saying? So
I
this
caught it.
woman
I
that's
caught it.
already on welfare laying up with another nigga who ain't taking care of his kids. That's
Let,
all the woman's fault.
let me
And
ask
that's
you a
their
question
fault
though.
right there.
Let me
Black
ask
women are depending on the white government. This
let me
what's it
ask y'all a
called? The
question though.
system.
I got another question. If that woman had kids and another dude is laying up, most of the time dudes get out of prison, they ain't look for single moms. So usually that woman who has 4 different baby daddies finds another dude, a fifth dude, who
No,
comes in
when
the
a man
house.
get out of prison, he looking for some good pussy. So when he talks to that
Oh
girl
no, no,
that he
no.
thinks that he
What?
got some good pussy,
What?
he's gonna go to that good pussy first because he
No,
has
no, no, no,
probably
no,
three or
no,
four
no, no,
different women
no,
that
no,
he's
no,
talking
no.
to, and so he
The
just
armor.
choosing. So
No,
let's
the
get it straight right now.
It's
no, no, the
crazy.
armor.
Jail niggas
I'm
have a great.
well
How do
aware of the
niggas
black
out of jail
community.
have a
The
bigger
armors, you
selection of
wrong, you
women than me?
wrong. The armor. When a dude, I know a dude right now, when he got out of prison, this woman got 4 different baby daddies. She's sitting at home, she living off the system. She would be homeless if she didn't have all
Exactly.
them kids. When that dude got out of prison, he targets a woman like that. He like, she got 4 different kids. She don't got a man there. That dude got out of prison. He goes straight there. He like, I'm gonna get on her because she gonna be easier. She gonna have a lower self-esteem, and she need a man to help her with them kids.
So is that a
So
black? Is that a man or is that a boy?
Okay.
Is that a
I
man
want to
or is
say
that a
something. I
boy?
want to say
Where
something.
the
And Money
baby
Trey,
daddy for the four
I
kids at?
commend you because you sound more like a man than a boy. But Mandy Gossip, you talking about a boy. I'm not talking about boys.
Well, apparently she likes boys because she didn't got pregnant by 4 of them who ain't helping her take care of the kids, and she depending on a nigga getting out of jail to help her.
Exactly. And them
No,
dudes
she's
target
not.
those type of women.
No, the fuck she's not.
So
Yes,
why would she deal
What
with him then? So why would she
reason
deal
would
why
with
is it
him
your
then?
choice?
Okay,
Why would she deal with him then?
Whatever.
So you,
What reason does she have
Why
with
would
4
she
kids
fuck
living
with
on
him
her own
then?
and she's stable to have with a
Why
man
would
that's
she
just
fuck
got out
with
of
him
jail?
then? Why
What
would
is
she
the
fuck
only
with him?
reason? Sex? What's the only
Oh
reason
my
that he
God.
want to do?
So are you
Sex?
saying women are
What's the only
stupid?
reason that
So
he
are you
wants
saying women
sex
are
in a
that
place to
stupid they
stay?
can't just get sex? They gotta
So,
move the
so I
nigga in
want
to get sex. They gotta
I
have a
want I want to
relationship with the
understand
nigga to
this.
get sex.
I want to understand this. So you bring a dude from jail around kids that don't know him. You don't know what this dude from jail gonna do to your kids.
You don't know
This
if
is
he
why I
been
say
fucking men. All the men
exactly.
that's
I don't
not
know.
in
I don't
jail.
Or
know.
he's a child predator,
Y'all
whatever.
jump to the subject. I'm talking about non-violent crimes. Well, that's what me and Amber
Nigga,
was talking about
we
of the
said
black
jail.
community. Y'all talking
We
about all
talking
this
about
jail
jail.
shit.
You don't know what we didn't just started talking about jail. Non-violent was like 30 minutes ago.
but I put it like this though. A lot of women who got a lot of kids like that and living off the system, dudes that get out of prison target those women because they need somewhere to stay, and it ain't about no sex. They just need somewhere to
Manly
stay. Them niggas
gossip
getting out of
is
prison.
also a mental illness within the black community where
Yeah,
our white
women.
counterparts will not acknowledge.
Well, what is the
Now,
mental illness? What is the
Mental
mental illness?
illness, like
Man, gossip. Let me
mental
ask you
illness, like
something.
something that we probably need help with, or
What would these
therapist,
white people acknowledge it
psychology.
for?
We black community needs that. Though our white counterparts have that. So
We
I
have
don't
it
know if
too.
y'all
We
watch
just
it.
don't
No,
utilize it.
excuse me. I don't know if y'all watch the news because I watched the news since I was a child.
Are
Most
you
of our
drinking?
white counterparts gets off because
Are
of
you drinking?
therapy. They just need
We have
therapy.
access
But some
to
of
it too. We
our
just
black
don't use
people
it.
that has done some
Ma'am, you can
really
use
messed
your
up stuff,
insurance and
they
go seek
probably need
therapy.
therapy too.
You can use your insurance and go get therapy. You can pay cash for therapy. So you can't say that the system doesn't acknowledge it for
You
us.
cannot get insurance
Yes,
straight out of jail.
ma'am.
You
I
cannot
went to
get
premarital
insurance straight out of
counseling on
prison. You
insurance.
have
I went
insurance
to
in prison
premarital
because
counseling on
there's like
insurance.
what 35,000 for each prisoner that's in
What does that
prison
have to do with therapy,
within
ma'am?
our 13%.
What does that have to do with mental therapy, ma'am?
A man that's straight out of prison, non-violent crime, violent crimes, whatever, probably needs therapy.
A non-violent crime
But yeah,
person needs therapy. Why would a
you
non-violent
bring
crime person need therapy?
this type of man around your kids. This person that needs
Because
therapy. So
because
what?
who knows what he went through? Who knows?
Oh my God,
They
man.
offer therapy to our white counterparts. They don't offer therapy
They
to
don't
our
offer
black
therapy to no
men. They don't
non-damn
offer. Oh
violent
my god.
offenders.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right.
Like, where's your proof of this? Like, you seem like you watched a few Hidden Colors and you just lost your damn mind. You hate the white man.
I don't hate the white man.
No,
I don't hate the
I
white
learned
man.
this. I learned
I don't hate
this
the
in
white
the
man. I don't like the
1950s.
government. I don't like the government because I see the separation that they are doing right now, and it's quite evident. And while
Let me
we
ask
worrying
you.
about baby mamas and baby daddies,
Ma'am, you're promoting that divide by saying what our white counterparts do.
I'm gonna put it like this though. If you want to say divided, that been going on since slavery. Slavery, they divided the kids, the man, the woman, and all that stuff. So Willie Lynch letter was built to make the light skin, the dark skin, the man and the woman go against each other. So if you're gonna say the government, it
exactly,
started.
manly gossip, exactly.
But listen though, even though it was
All right.
started, it's a whole generation now. It's a new generation. I mean, I understand the Willie Lynch letter was made, but then come on now, that was a long time ago. Black people got to goddamn start using their head now. That's why people like Tommy Sotomayor and Kevin Samuels able to manipulate black people because you
I ain't
still
saying that. I think they waking up people. Tell you the truth, family
well, they are
gossip.
waking up people. What I'm saying
Who
is,
are they waking up? Who are they waking up? No, Master. What's your name?
I've
Mastodon.
personally
Who
been
are they waking
awakened
up?
and helped by
Who
Thomas
are the fuck
Sotomayor.
are they waking up?
I've personally been affected by, woken up, and helped by Tommy Sotomayor.
I as well.
By doing what? You have a personal relationship with your baby mamas.
A personal. They're the same person that'll send you to jail if you don't want to. The same person that'll send you to jail if you don't do what they tell you to do. They'll put you on child support. If things don't go their way, you get a free trip to jail. That's how I see it.
So if you would have done what you needed to do,
see, there it is right there.
Needed to do, if you would have had protected yourself in the first place.
Oh, he got to protect himself now.
Proud.
So you admit that you put the man in the system.
Like the way it felt in the.
You put the man in the system out of vengeance because you felt he didn't do what he needed to do. What you decided he needed to do, you put him in the system out of vengeance.
Both.
No. What you just said was if he did. No, what you just said was if he had done what he needed to do and protected himself.
Just like the woman, if she would have done what she needed to do.
You didn't mention the woman until just now, man. You didn't mention the woman until just now. You pretty much were saying the man gets what he deserves.
I cannot.
You saying the man gets to get what he deserves and the woman gets to feel like a queen.
You have 4 baby mamas.
And?
Okay, we're going to put it like this.
Irresponsible?
It's irresponsible to you, but I don't know how. And I'm in all 4 of my kids' lives still being a father. I coach on their teams and etc. So I don't know what the fuck
you don't have a foundation.
Again,
trying to put. You haven't created generational wealth.
To put me in your box.
Let's talk about our white counterparts.
Thank you for trying to.
You don't have a foundation. You don't have generational wealth.
I do have a foundation. Ma'am, you don't know me. You're making a whole bunch of assumptions.
But you blame the black woman for the
I can say you're uneducated because the way you've been talking, you've been fucking up simple words. So I can say you're an uneducated, wretched hood female, but I won't make those assumptions. So I need you to stop making these assumptions about me.
I'm going by what you're saying. I'm only
going off the words that you're fucking up.
Black suburban,
and I'm only going off the words that you're fucking up.
See me while I'm married.
How do you feel? How do you feel my kids don't have a foundation because they don't see me and their mom sleeping in the same bed? How do you get this?
Well, I will say this too.
You said my kids don't have a strong foundation because they have 4 baby mamas.
Let mainly say something, man. It's just shit.
Let me ask y'all a question now. I will say this though. Even though he got 4 baby mamas, he admitted his mistakes. But like I was saying earlier, it's a lot of women have 4 kids by 4 different dudes. If you say anything about it, and I'm not against the black woman, but if you say anything about a black woman with their 4 kids, it's like you wrong. You all black women gonna get mad. But when a black dude got 4 different kids,
black women hold our women accountable as well. Black women hold our accountable. No, they do not accountable as well.
No, they do not. No. Black man has 4 different kids by somebody, he gets crushed on. But if a black woman got 4 different baby daddies, if somebody say something about it, all black women get mad. They be like, "Oh, so you don't want to talk about it?"
That's not true.
That's true.
It is
by
true.
my experience, it is.
That is true by my experience.
By my experience,
and then make it so bad. You in jail for a non-violent crime. So instead of putting you in jail for a non-violent crime, why can't a black man talk to that black woman about coming together?
She drunk.
My baby mama called. My last baby mama called into my show the other day while I was live. We had a rip roaring good time.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing.
Exactly, but you said my kids don't have a strong foundation. That's the point I'm making, ma'am. You just talking.
You don't. You don't, because if
according
you did,
to who?
If you
I
did,
just told you my baby mama and my daughter called in on the show. How are 2 people? How are 2 people raising kids together, raising healthy adults, not a strong foundation? I didn't know there was a book that said I had to marry these women or be in their lives. I thought my job was just to set an example and be a man for them and tell them not to repeat my mistakes. But they do still have 2 parents, so I don't understand how they don't have a foundation. Please explain that to me. I didn't know there was a book that said I had to marry these women or be in their lives. Whoever came in got to cut YouTube off.
It's background. I ain't hear nothing.
Hey, Mr. Tough Love, what you got to say? Let Mr. Tough Love talk.
So I don't understand how they don't have a foundation. Please explain it.
I'm waiting for him to mute his mic.
Now my
MoneyBoy say
mic
you
is
don't
muted.
have a
Love the
foundation
guy that
because
just
you
came in
blaming
has to
you
cut
blaming
YouTube out.
black women for some shit. Whatever.
Okay.
That's love above hate. That's playing that.
Mr. Tough Love, talk.
Manly gossip. I think you need to mute love above hate.
Yeah, he might. I thought he was coming in, so.
And he still got YouTube open from where he hit the link, so he got to shut YouTube down.
I can't hear
All right.
anything. I hear
All
background
right.
noise.
What you gotta say, Mr. Tough Love?
I think, first of all, I think that you have a very informative panel. I think it's difficult. Trey, know I got the uppermost respect for him. I'm just coming across manly gossip today, and I think, what I'm saying, the dude is dope. What I'm saying, and I appreciate you inviting me on the panel. And shout out to all the other panelists. This is difficult, y'all, because the women have come on this panel have been outnumbered for the majority of the night. This is just being fair, right? So
Right.
it's difficult. It's difficult because, again, when you feel like you're having that conversation, it almost goes into a defensive posture. I know we can't see the woman that's on the panel right now, her face, but you can tell by what she's saying and me just sitting back listening. I think that she has merit to what she's saying. I think that there is an equal responsibility for both men and women. I do think that men get railroaded when it comes to child support. I think that the statement that she made in regards to people being irresponsible for having 4 kids. I have 4 kids, and I actually claim a fifth child because I've grown accustomed to taking care and supporting her. So I don't think it's irresponsible. I think that if you don't handle your responsibilities, that's irresponsible. So I think we have to be careful about how we, throw things out there. But it sounds like
Trade. Private jet flights overseas.